Hi friends, this is Jahnavi. Today I'm going to speak about teens. It is the most beautiful age and the most beautiful time of our life which we go through. Full of energy, full of enthusiasm, full of excellent ideas, full of creativity, and lots of time also we do have. The thing with today's generation is that everything has become so fast, including technology, including learning, I've seen 3-year-olds. Today a 3-year-old kid operating the computer is absolutely normal. It's nothing uncommon. So there have been many advantages of this society, which is developing very, very fast. At the same time, there are certain things that as a teen we need to think of, we need to consider. Would like to share an instance. I was going through a website in which I was reading that which are like the topmost books a person should read in his or her life. And on the 6th number, which was the Bhagavad Gita, the first religious book which was in the top 10. So I did think from a spiritual perspective that if I want to know what exactly is that, because I always used to wonder that only old people, only a particular age group is interested in this particular subject. So I always used to wonder that why not teens? Why aren't we fascinated about it? And I did speak to some of my friends. I was like, I was thinking of reading Bhagavad Gita. Like, oh my God, Krishna, he's such a cool dude. He's such a, I love him. I love that guy. He had so many girlfriends and he was into music. He was a flutist and he was this and that. So there is a perception of teenagers which, yes, they are attracted towards the Bhagavad Gita. So I told my dad that I want to do the Bhagavad Gita. So he introduced me to one of his friends who was in touch with the Bhagavad Gita community. So I was called at one lady's house in which, all of those ladies, they sit properly like this, and, as they're listening to Bhagavad Gita and everything, and, one Pandit comes and explains them everything. I went there, I sat, and the Maharaj asked me, hey, how old are you? I said, I'm 15. I was 15 at that time. He's like, no, I'm sorry, I can't allow you to sit here because you're too young for this. You need to be at least 35, 40 years old minimum to start having the knowledge. So I went home and I told my dad that, when I wanted to read it on my own, everyone literally scared me. Oh my God, don't read it. You can't read it on your own. You need a proper perspective. If you read it on your own, you won't get the right meaning. But then I decided that leave everything and I started reading it on my own, because then after I started reading it, I did realize that Arjun himself was a teenager or a youth guy when Krishna taught him all this knowledge. And after reading the Bhagavad Gita, I had a different perspective about looking at things in my life. Many things, like I have a group of friends who are into drug addictions, who are who dope themselves to get high, to get into chakras, to activate their kundalini, which you can activate through a lot of meditation. And they're like, we pray the Lord Shiva, this, that. They are into classical music. There is a group of people. So and it's very fascinating, when you come across these people in Goa, and they're having drugs, and they're very peaceful, amazing people, very interesting people. But what's the difference between what is right and what is wrong? What's the difference between transcendental things through a pure way and through a delusioned way? So that is what you get through the Bhagavad Gita. I have prepared it now in English rhyming verses. I'm still on my way to complete it for the youth, so that the youth comes to know about what exactly Bhagavad Gita is. They can take interest and they can study on the Bhagavad Gita. So I hope you like it. You can check my page on Facebook, which is facebook.com/GitaNLP, in which in a very cool manner or in a very interesting manner, I have tried to explain certain things, which are given in the Bhagavad Gita, which are absolutely amazing. Like about things, which we are most attracted to, about libido, about this, that, everything, and which kind of a thing, what is the difference between the pure one and what is the difference between the delusion, the ignorant one. So do have a look at it, and I'll be uploading more videos soon. Thanks, take care.